Hello everybody, how you doing? This is Adrian and this is Kinesiology 231. This is your Blackboard introduction. And I've already talked a bunch about some of the things that are going on behind the scenes in this class in terms of how things are organized on Blackboard. But this is a quick little 10 slide presentation to help hopefully clarify a few items for you. So when you look at the agenda and what we're trying to do here, we're really trying to just go over and really compartmentalize Blackboard and how to navigate around. It's difficult to have it just be that. Let me tell you right now, as I was writing this presentation, I found it difficult to very much keep it like in one silo because, you know, I try to have it where I use Blackboard as a delivery tool that is concise, to the point, easy to understand, and as a result, it's kind of integrated in to a number of different things I do in this class. So I found it difficult to really compartmentalize, but hopefully I can do that. Now, what you'll find is in this module, you'll find this presentation, you'll find this video link, and then you'll also, when you do that, you'll be able to link out to other things within the course itself. Now, when you get into Blackboard, scroll this up, and by now I'm sure all of you have done this before, where you can go in on the left-hand side of the screen, you can scroll down, you can click on different stuff, and if you go to Syllabus and Schedule tab, you'll open up and you'll see here's the syllabi and here's the schedule. And if we go ahead and just maybe take a moment to hop over there, we can see where the videos are and see how this is laid out. So let's hold on one second here and I'll click over. Hopefully not too glitchy for you, but when you hop on over to the syllabus and schedule tab here, it pops up the syllabus and schedule page, and you'll have a PDF and a doc and a Excel spreadsheet and a PDF of the layout as well as the syllabi, and a video going over the syllabus and a video explaining the schedule itself. And it's color coded, but much like the rest of everything else in this class, as a way to organize and help kind of keep things organized in the class itself and have you be able to kind of follow along and not get lost in the process. So I urge you to definitely take a moment and go in there and watch those videos and actually kind of review the syllabi, review the layout, and if you ever have any questions regarding any of that, please send me an email regarding those questions and I'll do my best to answer them or meet with you and be able to go over them with you. So, and I hope you're not met with this with other classes, but you know, the big goal that I have is to take a bunch of very complex information in this class. It's what we're going to go over is inherently very complex, and try to simplify it to a point where it's very easily understood, processed, and it's something you can then be able to explain and teach to your clients down the road. Now, it's very easy to get lost in the rabbit hole that is Blackboard or this content. And so the goal I have, and it's kind of overarching with all my courses, is to try to simplify, simplify, simplify. And it's not to have it where you have this Blackboard shell of information. It's just a content dump of stuff out of my head on the Blackboard, and it's not organized, and you can't find it, and you can't source it. I mean, what's the point of having all this information up if it doesn't help the learning process? So what I'm looking for in this is if I can also have some feedback from you throughout the semester. If you think something's working or not working, I want to hear about it because I'll make adjustments as I go through this course. So really what I'm after is you being able to source information, source things in Blackboard, be able to not be stuck searching for something for 20 minutes just to do a 10-point homework assignment. And this over here is a labyrinth. And I'm sure you've seen this like in hedges where it's cut in and you have a maze that you walk through to try to get out of it. And the goal is to have you not be in a Blackboard labyrinth, but actually be able to function and use Blackboard as a tool. I've talked about this in other presentations, and I'm kind of high on this, and I really enjoy doing this as an organizational tool for myself. And you know, it's a type of taxonomy, or it's an organizational system that I have, if you will, that I use to keep myself organized as an instructor. And I hope it's something that you adopt as well to help you keep yourself organized as a student. I color codify everything, Roy G. Biv style, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then I use gray for other things like Thanksgiving, or perhaps if we have finals week or other stuff going on, I'll use gray to differentiate those. And I try to color codify things all the way through from the actual Blackboard shell itself with the folders all the way through to the presentations that you'll have in this class, so it's better organized. As you can see, I'm not color codifying my outfits, but I guess that could be the next step in my process. If I want to, I could wear a red shirt during red and orange during orange, etc. We'll see if I do that or not. So, how to navigate Blackboard, right? When you go to Blackboard and you open this up, you'll see Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you have the rubric for the practical, then the actual midterm practical itself, and then 4 in green. This is a screen grab right from our class, by the way. And so when you look at this, it's Roy G. Biv style, and within each one, you have a specific chapter and information we're going to be going over in each module. So it helps you to be able to kind of cross-reference between your book and what we're actually doing in Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, and be able to have that color codification help you stay organized. Now, one thing you can do is in your books is you can use this color coding system, highlighting, organizing, Post-its in there, whatever, that are the same color as the folders, just so you can kind of stay on top of it. But once you go into one of these folders and you click on the folder, the module folder, for this example, we're in Module 1, and you can see we broke this out now. For Chapter 1, it's Physical Activity, Health, and Chronic Disease. Chapter 2 and Chapter 3, you have the titles of each. And then within each, there are 3 main areas that I'll have for every single chapter. And it's the content, whether it's from the book or other content that I'm delivering from my experiences. I'll have supporting videos that I'll use, and you might find videos in the content area because there'll be content related videos, but I might have supporting videos in a folder, and you'll see this in a second. And then the assignment folder. So there's 3 main folders for every single chapter, and I do that to try to keep things organized for you, so you know where the assignment folder is for Chapter 1 and Module 1, and you know where it is for Chapter 2, Chapter 3. You don't have to go fishing around for it. So if we go ahead and open Chapter 1, and you look at Chapter 1, well, so we're in Module 1, Chapter 1, Physical Activity, Health, and Chronic Disease. That's your dashboard up here. It's telling you where you are. We have a content folder, a videos folder, and an assignments folder. So in the videos folder, I'll try to source out information I think is good and will support the content in our course. Sometimes you can find videos and it's more confusing than helpful. If I can't find something that's good, I'm not just going to jam a bunch of lousy content in there. I'm only going to give you good quality content because I think that's only fair. I don't want to have you guys get confused. So what I want to jump into though from here is the assignment tab and or assignment folder, because that's the one, that's your money right there, isn't it? And you go into the assignment tab, and in that folder, you'll have the assignments that are listed for that week. So in this example, in Chapter 1, you have a book quiz, then we have Lab 1, we know what it is, right? Pulse, heart rate, assessment procedures. And then you have supporting materials for Lab 1 to help you with this assignment here. And that'll be found in here. So if you have a lab assignment, you'll have supporting materials put in this folder to help you with that assignment. And then in this case, we have a post and reply assignment where you have to post something and then actually reply to your peer. And to get full points, you have to do the post and reply. One thing you don't see here is a case study, and that's done on even number weeks. And we know this is week number 1 that I opened up, and it's Chapter 1. So we know you don't have a case study showing here, but this is where you'd actually have a case study show up. And you have 6 of them showing up on every other week and even number weeks. Your lab assignments, tapped it by accident, your lab assignments, as well as the book-related quizzes, you'll have 10 of those week to week to week, leading up to our Thanksgiving break, with 1 week off for our midterm. All right, guys, so what I want to do from here is go back out and link out to Blackboard, and we'll make that jump here. Yeah, we'll just take a moment here to kind of navigate around, and we'll go back into the announcements pages, which is where you started off with everything in here. Syllabus and schedule, you know that. Course materials, you know that. Faculty information, we've gone over that. Modules, we've done that a ton already. Now, if we go a little bit further down here and we go into course management, this little block down here at the bottom, you'll see one that's the grade center. And in the grade center, this is the instructor module. But let me go ahead and open that guy up. And we go into full grade center. You should be able to see your grades across here for each assignment. And to that end, I'm unable to actually go in and open up for my own grades because I'm not listed as a student for this course, but you can see here's all the assignments all listed out and everything we're going to have to get done. So at any given time, you can go back in and check where you are in that process, and you can cross-reference that with your layout here. And this might be a good takeaway for you guys where you can use the layout in the PDF format or the Excel format, open that guy up, print it off, and you can just check these off as you go. I know as I was loading content in for this course, I was literally using a highlighter and highlighting each assignment that I put in so I didn't double dip on these and drive myself crazy, let alone drive you guys crazy. So to that end, uh, as you can see, what I've tried to do is really put together a tight little class that's color codified that allows you to kind of stay on top of where you are in the process and not get lost in the shuffle. I've also tried to be very consistent in terms of week to week to week, how the three folders map out. And in the assignments folder as well, I've tried to keep it where it's pretty well organized and it's the same format week to week to week. So hopefully it doesn't become rote per se, where it's just something you wake up and just do. I hope actually you're able to spend more time now studying and actually doing your research and doing your reading for this class as opposed to trying to fish around to try to find an assignment. That's really the goal. Is that where is the value in this whole situation? It's you being able to learn, not you having to find a silly assignment in Blackboard somewhere. If you have questions, if you have comments, if you want to offer your opinion, if you think something's really cool or not, please let me know. I make adaptations, as I mentioned earlier, I make adaptations in courses all the time based off of student feedback. And I kind of pride myself on being a good instructor in that regard, to take feedback and take it in a constructive way and be able to apply it, quite frankly, real time in some situations in my courses. So with that, guys, I'm signing off because I got more presentations to do. Have a good one.